In Bring It On, there are lots of fun routines. And the Clovers happen to give one of them. It's a pretty solid show, but if you look carefully to the left, you'll notice that in the middle of their routine, a couple of cheerleaders bump into each other. This was obviously an error, but the director chose to keep the scene in the movie, probably hoping people wouldn't spot it. The Fast and the Furious franchise will forever be known for this hilarious blooper, for which the credit should completely go to Dwayne Johnson. During the final barbecue moment, Tyrese Gibson's character Roman makes fun of Hobbs for having muscles that need baby oil.
Hey Mia, you better hide your baby oil.
However, Dwayne Johnson was quick to respond by mocking his big forehead.
I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking.
Which was on the spot thinking. Even Ludacris couldn't hold himself from bursting out laughing. In The Outsiders, there's a scene where Dallas flirts with Cherry, or rather annoys her by asking if she is a real redhead.
How can I find out if this is your real red hair? This is the same red hair that you have on your...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All of this was in the script, but Matt Dillon falling off his chair was not.
Are you real?
It happened so naturally with the scene that the other actors almost started laughing instantly. The reaction seemed so genuine that the director chose to keep the scene in the movie.
Can I interest you in a Coca-Cola or 7-Up?
Get lost, Hood!
In Quantum of Solace, there's a lot to look out for, but there's a minor detail that had all the viewers confused. When James Bond looks at the pier, we can see an extra sweeping in the background, but with his broom in the air. It's quite odd to see this, but it could be that he was instructed by the crew not to make any sound with the broom, as it could interfere with the shooting. However, he did get caught on camera, and it was definitely a bit embarrassing. In Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, there's a blooper that has gone super viral on social media. It's during the swimming pool sequence where one of the extras accidentally clips Jane Russell's back, causing her to fall into the pool. This wasn't in the script, but Russell chose to stay in character and ended up giving us all a memorable moment in the movie. Sadly for the extra, he got fired off set for his actions. In The Birdcage, there's a completely unscripted moment where Robin Williams falls to the ground when no one was expecting him to. However, instead of cutting the scene at that moment, Williams decided to run with it and continued to speak improvised lines in character,
It's okay. We're all right. It's fine. Just shut up, goddammit.
which definitely made the scene a lot better, considering how chaotic it was in the first place.
It's all right. Stop crying. God damn you. What are you standing there for? Go. Go. She'll be here in a minute. Go.
Jim Carrey is an expert at improv, and this scene is one of his most popular bloopers. In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, there's a scene where the Grinch is supposed to pull off some tablecloth and cause all the items on the table to fall off. However, Carrey miraculously did it without disturbing any of the items. It's praiseworthy, but then Carrey knocked everything down with annoyance, which made the scene a whole lot better. The Baywatch movie may not have turned a lot of heads, but there's one scene that caught everyone's eyes, and it has nothing to do with any of the ladies. It's when Zac Efron falls during the iconic running shot, which was hilarious. However, this was not planned at all, and the fall was real. Efron was quite embarrassed too, but the director still chose to keep it in the movie.
You're like a dolphin on cocaine, but not annoying at all. You're like if a human jet ski. What?
In Alfred Hitchcock's classic North by Northwest, we see a moment where Thornhill gets shot by Eve. It's a blank, but if you look closely behind, you'll notice a young little boy covering his ears before the gun even fires, thinking an actual bullet is going to be shot. This was not planned, but since it was a minor incident, that's really hard to spot. Hitchcock didn't tamper with it and kept it in the film. Leonardo DiCaprio is a master of acting and a master of going viral too, whether it's for his memes or his bloopers. In Django Unchained, his character Calvin Candy has a moment where he slams his hand down on the table out of rage.
Hey! Lay your palm flat on that tabletop. If you lift those palms off that turtle shell tabletop...
It's a great moment, but Leonardo accidentally cut his hand when he did this. Even so, he continued with the scene as if nothing happened, and it felt all too natural, so Quentin Tarantino kept it in the film. Al Pacino never fails to give a breathtaking performance, and it's no different in Scent of a Woman. Here, we can see his character Frank fall into a garbage can as he crosses the road out of frustration. This looked in sync with what was going on in the film.
Never been housebroken. Oh! Shit!
But Frank falling into a garbage can was not a part of the script. In Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, there's a scene where Aragorn and the others learn of Merry and Pippin's fate. Aragorn's reaction was to kick the nearest thing to him, but this seemingly broke Viggo Mortensen's toe, which led him to scream in agony. This was not scripted, but totally enhanced the scene. In Mr. Nanny, there's a highly confusing scene where we see a man throwing a dog into the water. It happens during what is supposed to be a fairly normal sequence of Sean riding his bike. But the bizarre nature of what the man in the background does is what got people talking about it. In The Dreamers, Eva Green's character, Isabel, tries to kiss Michael Pitt's Matthew over a candle. This led to her hair accidentally catching fire, and it had everyone worried, but the actors managed to douse it while also staying in character and continuing with the scene as if nothing happened.
You want to do the man dance? First dance is yours.
In The Way of the Gun, there's a moment where Ryan Phillips and Sarah Silverman's characters get into an argument, which leads to some serious violence. In reality, Phillip accidentally punched Silverman for real, and it made him feel horrible. However, Silverman said that it made the scene better. In The Heat, during the interrogation scene, Melissa McCarthy throws a book at actor Michael McDonald.
A little more coffee than I probably should.
Which was not supposed to hit him, but it did. Overall, this did make the scene better, and the director figured it was better to have it, considering everyone stayed in character.
Huh? I mean, what am I gonna shoot you in the... God. You said nothing crazy, and that is a no.
In Rain Man, Tom Cruise finds himself in a great blooper, although he may not have preferred it. Dustin Hoffman actually farts in the phone booth.
Uh-oh, fart.
Yeah, Charlie Babbitt, I'll hold.
Fart.
Did you fart, Ray?
Fart.
Did you fart?
Fart.
Leading Tom Cruise to ask him if he actually did fart. The exchange between them was not scripted, but became iconic. Hoffman says it's his best scene from any movie ever.
How can you stand that?
I don't mind it.
How can you stand it?
In The Martian, there's a scene where Donald Glover's character falls rather horribly, but wasn't scripted at all.
I need more coffee. Are you all right? It's fine.
Glover had genuinely slipped, but he continued with the scene in complete character, so Ridley Scott figured there was no need to remove it from the movie. In American Graffiti, the water balloon prank scene did not involve Mackenzie Phillips getting it in the face.
Get bent, turkey.
It was supposed to hit the wall, but even so, the scene turned out to be so iconic that George Lucas was right to keep it in the movie. In Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, there's a hilarious moment where Nick the Greek tries to place his glass on the coffee table, but ends up breaking it instead.
Lenny?
Nobody expected this to happen, but the scene went on, and the blooper became the most hilarious moment of the movie. Like, share, and subscribe if you liked this clip, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay then, see you soon!